Welcome back. My name is Tim. This is Spirit Hunters Paranormal 911. Hope you enjoyed the first part of the video. Fixing to show the second part of this large cemetery that we went to. It was pretty windy there today, so a lot of wind came through the camera, a lot of wind sounds. But they still came out alright. Kind of threw in a little extra added bonus here on this second part, so I hope you enjoy that too. I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and go on this journey. Well, we're back, and we're in our car right now. There's a long way to walk back there, so we're just going to kind of drive through here and kind of see what it looks like. Soldier, and I guess after the war she got together or rounded up some of her husband's commanders and kind of set up a dinner for them, and ever since then she, from the way I'm gathering from it, she started a reunion for Confederate soldiers after the war, where they all kind of get together and they'll have dinner and just reminisce and get together again where they're not fighting. There's a ballpark off here on the right side. Park set up on the side of the cemetery. And this looks like more of a new section over here. Doesn't look like anything too old in here. Most of it's dating early 1900s, going up into 2000. And some of them 2007. 2008. So the section we were probably in was probably more of the first section, and I'm sure there's probably some in there that are going back into the early to mid 1800s. There's just so many in here, it's kind of hard to go across all of them. Check that out over there in the park area. Looks like a spaceship, like a space capsule.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, about the shape of one. What the astronauts would ride in after they went up in space. The rocket would take them up, and then it would detach, and they would just be in a capsule. Looks like it's got the NASA logo on it.
Yeah, NASA. Yep, that's. I want to check that out. Looks sick. That's pretty cool. NASA.
Nice
Something.
little memorial section set up over here. It's got like edges around it. Park for the kids.
I still don't understand why it's not. One of the insides like set up like supposed to look like a real life.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of hollow, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks hollow to me too. Just looks like a big disc.
Well, there's a skate park. Nice park set up around over here. Different areas, different type of
Well, it's possible to ride bikes on that.
saw when we first got here. I mean, there are a few monuments here, but they're not huge like some of the ones we just viewed. Not seeing much of any historical markers back in this section. Now, I do know that I'm pretty sure it has to do with this cemetery, but it's like about a block away, and it's more kind of in the center of a neighborhood. And that possibly could be an old section over there. I want to head over that way and also take a look at it. See how far back it dates. I haven't heard any stories or anything like that, or any type of paranormal things that happen here. Doesn't mean that there aren't, but I do find in a lot of cemeteries we go to, not necessarily bad energy, but there is spirit energy in a lot of these cemeteries. So it's kind of, I guess you'd have to be here at the right time, be in the right place, you know, to possibly catch or, you know, something happening. Of course, a lot of times stuff happens around you and you're not aware of it, because you're not really paying attention to it as to where this is what we do, and we pick up on a lot of stuff that other people don't. They got a lot of field here that's not even used, so this has to be a fairly new section here, probably the last one added on. And still got a lot of space in here for more plots. Yeah, this part of the cemetery got a house right here.
Yeah, old house.
I don't know if it's a house here, maybe was the owner of this land right in here, and he sold it, you know, for people. Okay, well, we're gonna shut the camera off here again and go over here and see if we can't find this other section. Back over here in this little section I was talking about. Doesn't look like it's nothing really too old. See one over here, it's got kind of a pin around it. Looks pretty modern though. Back over here looks like there might be a few old headstones, but the majority of them look like they in the 1900s, late 1900s. Hey kitty, got a little kitty cat over there, kind of hanging out in the cemetery. Like I say, this little section here, it's got houses all the way around it, this little square. That one there. In the military. Dates back to 1924 when they passed away. A few plots over here, but I imagine there's probably a lot more buried in here that they've done lost the markers, or you know, over a period of time. Could be that some of them have been moved from this cemetery over to the new one. With kind of wide space. This one here is kind of set up, looks like a little circle around it. Come down, circles right back up around this headstone. And doesn't give a lot of information. Don't see no dates on it. It's military. Probably from the Civil War area. Monument over there is fallen over. It's kind of scattered here, sitting out by themselves. It does look like some old headstones, a few of them. Looks like this one dates back to 1869, possibly. That's what it looks like, 1869. So I believe that's the earliest one that we've seen out of all of these. Battery's starting to run down real low, so I don't know if something's been drawing on my energy. This dates back to 1874. So some of these are a little bit older than what we saw over in the other bigger section. So this possibly could have been the first cemetery in this area. Like I say, it's not real full. You have like a section over there, it's got quite a few, and then up here it's got quite a few, and then you have some single ones throughout, you know, all the way around. You got quite a few over there towards that corner, and quite a few over here towards this house. So I'm pretty much going to say this cemetery probably went in here in this community first, and then they kind of built the bigger one. And I don't know if there's other graves that are still here, there's just no marker for them anymore, or possibly been dug up and moved over to the other cemetery. Really don't know this much information on this little cemetery part here. You just know that it's here. U.S. Navy, World War II. Served our country. I want to thank him for that. We have one here dating back only 1989. He was in the Army, World War II. I thought there for a moment it might be kind of an older grave because of the edging border that goes around the grave here. Got like stone around that one, so those are not too old. And of course we got this one up here, it's got like white border blocks around it. hard to make out the headstone. Looks like it's been damaged, broke off. Looks like the date is maybe 1995. It's hard to read because a lot of the lettering and the numbers are kind of faded off or just gone. Not really picking up on a lot of energy here. It's a different type feeling. It's kind of a feeling of peace. Picked up on more energy over there in the bigger section than I am here. Out of this whole little section over here, I see maybe a half a dozen headstones that have like flowers at them. So I'm sure this little section over here probably doesn't get a lot of people come to visit. Not like the bigger one or the newer section. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this video, and I hope you enjoy it, or enjoyed it. I don't know why I keep saying that at the end of my video, after it's fixed to start, but hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you like our videos, please hit that like button, let us know, and hopefully we'll catch you on our next journey. I stopped on the way home, and I happened to come across this. It's an old passenger car they have set up. Of course, it's right here along the main highway on kind of a display rail. Of course, you're going to hear a lot of traffic going through. Got a little placard over here. We're going to go look at it. See how far it dates back. But it says Southern Traction Company. People rode on in the old days. Doesn't look like it still has any original seats in it or anything. It's kind of bare on the inside from what I can see. From steam to electric rail. Kind of hold this up here, try to get close enough to it to where you kind of focus in on it and maybe read it. Maybe a little bit too far from it. A little bit better. Hold the camera as still as I can. I say it might be closets here and there. That way you can read what it says. That's what it used to look like on the inside of them. Kind of unique. Don't see these every day. Thought I'd just stop and view this real quick. Now, I do know there's some old buildings back up in here. It's historical Corsicana. It's got, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's got the brick streets up in there, and they got old buildings dating back into the 1800s, and old jailhouse, and old courthouse, and I'm not sure what all is up in there, but we're going to come back one day and do a historical video of downtown of Corsicana.